Good morning, everyone. Hope you've been well. And today I am going to attempt to make paper flowers out of this. I was thinking, so I found this brown paper bag, which was just sitting there, and it looks like this. So remember how I gave myself a challenge to only use the magazine and the brown paper bag and any like recycle cardboard to make any ephemera for this particular journal. Just a challenge because I'm just trying to help those who are perhaps on a budget or have limited resources to be able to build a journal. So this brown paper bag was just sitting there, and I was just thinking, you know what, it can actually be a bit of a pocket, and then that in my pile of ribbed stuff, I thought that could also sit in there. And then I was thinking of building paper flowers all around here, and then we can also slip things in this pocket. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on and see how we go. So I'm just going to glue it on here. So I would really love to use more materials, and I'm missing like my flowers here, but I really wanted to challenge myself to just mainly use the magazine for all my ephemera. And so I'm just going to do that and just glue that there. And I'm just thinking whether I should use that one or this one as the inside. Okay, I think this looks a bit more interesting, and this is what happens sometimes. Or should just playing around with stuff because I want to create interest on the back, the background. It says here, it's yes. So I think I've decided to go with my original plan and just to put that there, and I will do it further up a little bit so that it's sticking out. So I think I'm quite happy with that, and I'm going to use this. So I'm going to actually cut. So this actually I wasn't sure when I looked at that, so it came as a pattern like this, and it's stunning because it's cross stitch, and again it is going to give texture to my journal. So I'm not sure, I'm a bit undecided whether to use this side or this side. I guess I was thinking in this case, because I have got quite a lot of that side on that large sheet here, I can use that for another page. So what I might do is to use this side to create paper flowers, and so with paper flowers, you need a piece of paper depending the size of your paper flower. You need a square. So whatever size it is, the dimensions has to be a square. So I'm just going to cut that here. So this is what the paper flower looks like when I've cut it out. So I'm just going to show you with this. The best way is, if you're not sure, try it on another piece of paper before you do the one that you actually really want to use, because if you get it wrong, at least you haven't ruined the paper that you absolutely want to use. So it really depends on the size. And so we have a square here. It has to be a square. Let me just grab my ruler and I'll give you the dimensions for this particular one. And don't forget, my journal is small. If you have a bigger journal, obviously adjust to it. So this actually measures about 9 centimeters. It will be 9 centimeters. Yes, 9 centimeters all sides, because it has to be a square. So what we're going to do first is to fold it in half, right? And with a pen, we need to mark a third up from where, just roughly, or if you want to measure it, that's fine. A third up from where this side is, so about here. I'm just going to mark it with a pen. So a third up is about, say, if you're not so sure, we can just fold it in thirds. Yeah, so it's about there, about here. So what we want to do then is we want to take this corner and put it over here and fold that, right? And then now, see how there's that line there? We are going to fold that there. All right, now it looks like that. And then you're going to fold this right across to there. And then you've got this bit up here. We are going to cut that. So I'm just going to cut that. And it looks like that. Now I'm just going to take my pen and I'm just going to draw a curve from here down to about here. So from here to about, say, here. So I'll just show you if you can see. Just missing the top a little bit. I'm just drawing a slight curve down and I'm going to cut that. And I'm just going to cut. I'm not going to be too precious about it because flowers are not perfect. And see how it looks like that. And now we can open it up. And that's your flower. And I was thinking I can have something for the center. So you can either, there's a couple of ways you can do it. In this magazine, obviously there's those little things in the middle, which I might use that. Or if you don't have a hole punch, because some people do have like a hole scrapbooking hole punch where you can punch circles, or you can use a coin and just draw, the circle, and then you can have the middle of the flower. So I was thinking that actually fits in nicely, so I'm just going to find something that would match. I was thinking we could just build that up like that and have different flowers of different sizes, maybe some smaller ones here. Let me go ahead and find a center that is interesting. Okay, I think I found the center. One of these ones is pink, and I'm gonna use that one and just put it in the center here. Oops, just a bit too much glue then. Just there, and that is your flower. And of course, when you have different kinds of paper, different textured paper, when you make them, they can be quite fun. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn it around that way to make. And I think I'm going to leave that there. Now, whether or not, I'm just thinking to make them all the same or all different. I'm going to have a look at the book. Just hang on a sec. So, okay, I found a few bits and pieces that I am going to add to this page. I was just thinking that to put that there, my therapist if anyone loves sewing. I do sometimes. I find that machine sewing, sometimes having to get the sewing machine out, it's a bit of a chore because I don't have a space set up. But I do sometimes enjoy hand sewing, and I just thought, okay, that can go there, and this one here I might just rip that a little bit so it's not sticking out as much, and I think that can go there. And I found this one here, it says Pinterest. That's so cool. I'm gonna get my trusty stapler, and I think that can sit there. And I'm just, look, it's really plain. I might add a couple more things on there, but I think that that works, because less is more. Okay, I'm just going to get my stapler. Alright, I'm going to staple that here, and I'm going to staple that here too. And this one I'm going to staple. As you can see, this part, not here, but I'm going to staple at the bottom. I like using the stapler because it gives texture, adds interest to the page. Just there. And that should be fine there, and I'm just going to glue that onto here. So just that, and that's just going to sit about there. And we can put things in here. I'm just thinking whether to Posca that. I don't know. Let me think whether I can use this in some way in the corner, just to add a bit more interest. Hang on a sec. Okay, after playing around, I've decided to tuck that underneath here, just to create a little bit of extra interest. I can still put things in here, for example, that, if you wanted to put any papers for writing, you could certainly do that, but I'm going to also Posca around here. Okay, this time I'm just going to do the yellow, to pick up the yellow off here. Hang on, I just need to, with Posca you need to make sure the ink starts flowing. So just a few marks on here, just to give it a bit of interest. You know how much I love my Posca. And here. And I think that should be fine. What I might do also, just to give this part here a bit of marking, like a stitch. It was stitched on, so just that, and maybe down here. Oops. And maybe just up here. doesn't really matter if it's a little bit wonky because that's the look I want. Might do down here too. Okay, well, I think we're done here because there's numbers, there's words, there's certainly layering, and there's actually a pocket. So hope you guys actually enjoyed this video and find it helpful, because yeah, I just love how we could make flowers out of the magazine. So see you guys in my next video. Thank you for coming, and I really appreciate all your comments, and thank you for liking and subscribing and supporting my channel. See you guys again in the next video. Bye.